Who in the hell are you? No. As a matter of fact, I do not often greet my guests in such a manner. After all, I know my guests, or at least I know enough about them to determine whether or not they pose a threat to me. Not to mention, I invite them here. You, however, you are no guest. You are nothing more than an intruder. I know nothing about you. I don't recognize you, and I most certainly did not say that you are welcome here. So unless you want a blade put to your throat in the next 3 seconds, you ought to answer my question. Who the hell are you? I don't recognize that name. Try again. You are an associate of Nina's. That does little to put my mind at ease. Why are you here? I beg your pardon. Nina asked for you to see me. She didn't inform me of this. Did she bother to inform you of why she expected you to meet with me? She told you what exactly? She stated that I am ill. Nina often says I look like death. Why exactly did she send for you? I dare you to repeat what you just said to me. She said that my girlfriend was worried about me. Certainly she must be referring to Inej. She never gets it quite right, does she? It is true, Inej has been fretting over my health as of late, but I assure you your services, whatever they are not necessary. I don't need you to determine that. I don't need you to judge whether or not I am ill. I am telling you that your services are not needed here. So if you value your life, I suggest you get out of my sight right... Nothing. I am perfectly fine. As I was saying, you had better get out of my sight if you value your life. I was not experiencing pain. I was simply trying to keep track of my train of thought. That is all. I beg your pardon. You can sense that I am ill. Don't tell me. You're a heartrender, or a healer, aren't you? I beg your pardon. You are a tailor. Do tell me exactly why Nina thought it would be appropriate to send a tailor to someone she presumed to be ill. I don't believe that changing what I look like will make any difference in how I feel, if I were ill in fact. Is that so? Tailoring people's appearances isn't quite your specialty? Then do tell me what exactly is. In addition to being a tailor, you are a what? An herbalist. And what exactly does that entail? Of course, I am well aware of the tools of your trade. Tailors are often supplied with natural ingredients in order to alter one's appearance. For example, a red flower might be used to transfer the color to someone's hair, give them red curls instead of dark brown. Why exactly do you bring this up? As an herbalist, you experiment with making different concoctions with those ingredients. And why exactly would that help me? Some of these concoctions have medicinal properties. I see. It does make sense why she would send for you then, since she presumes that I am sick, and since Inej has apparently gotten it into her head that I am ill. However, as I have said, Don't you dare come near me. Don't you dare touch me. If you touch me, you will be dead before you can get another word in. Do you understand me? I am fine. As I have said, I am perfectly... I might be a bit dehydrated. I might be a bit hungry, perhaps. We are in the middle of planning something, and during those times I do often neglect my body's needs. Sleep, water, food. I'm not proud of it. However, I do often figure out a way to manage it. I am not ill. I do not need your help. What exactly does my colour have to do with anything? Oh, really? It looks like I'm standing in the light of a bone lantern. Is that it? You can feel my heart rate. And what exactly does it tell you? That my body is in distress. And how can you be so certain that you are not causing that distress? You can also sense my temperature. It's dangerously high. I see. And what exactly do you expect to be able to do for me? Do you think that a concoction of different plants will help me? Do you think that anything you are capable of would be able to help me if I did, in fact, need your services? I doubt it. It is true, I don't know unless I try. However, with something such as this, I don't necessarily see trying and hoping for the best as a good thing. It isn't a gamble worth taking. Why in Saint's name do you think? I don't know you. I have never heard of you. Nina has never spoken of you before. For all I know, you could be working with one of our enemies. You could have been sent here to poison me. Any concoction you give me could very well be intended to kill me, not help me. How else would you have known all of these things? You could have easily spied on us. Or rather, you could have spied on Nina alone. Although she is a very skilled heartrender, she can sense someone's heartbeat from quite a distance. She is quite often very distracted. There is no way you could have followed Inej. And if you truly knew about her, as you say you do, you would know that she cannot be followed. Not by you, not by anyone. So you'd better get your story straight, or I will call for Jesper. You ought to know about him. And he will have a bullet between your eyes before you can blink. So I would recommend that you take a moment and reflect on whether or not whatever you're getting paid for this is worth it. Because I can honestly tell you that it is not. That's exactly what I expected from you. Go on then, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. I beg your pardon. Nina was right about me? What exactly was she right about? That I would rather let myself waste away than accept help? Help from a stranger? Even if I did believe that Nina sent for you, you ought to know that you can't trust anyone you are unfamiliar with in this place. And Nina ought to know better than to send someone here without telling me. Is that so? She said that if she told me about this, I would resist, or I would find a way to keep you from coming here. I suppose she isn't wrong. However, can you blame me? In this place, you can't let anyone see your weaknesses. Any display of weakness puts a target on your back. And I have enough all over me as it is. I don't need one more. I beg your pardon. How does Inej put up with me? Why would you ever say such a thing? No, this is not how I act when she attempts to help me. Really, it is not at all how I act when she attempts to help me. She is different. I have learned that I can trust her. I have learned that... No, I'm not experiencing any pain, and if I were, it would not be getting worse. I am perfectly... I do not need your help. I do not need... I am not going to drink that. If I do, there is no telling what it would do to me. Oh, really? You think that telling me I will die without it will convince me to drink it? You take a sip first, then. If you want me to drink it so badly, you drink it. Once I see that it does not kill you, I will drink it myself. So go ahead. Take a sip. Don't be afraid now. This is the price you have to pay for trust around here.